That's good.
Is this all the wine we're serving? It's Jay Lore, for Christ's sakes. The Morrisons are coming. This is some pretty pricey stuff. Do you have any cheaper? It's like pouring bathwater down the drain with the Morrisons. And when the Gallaghers get here, we'll have a wine tsunami.
Trevor, stop being so snippy and cheap. Besides, you're the one that wanted to have this dinner party. And we also want to forget the memory of that terrible Zoom dinner.
It was a disaster, wasn't it? Nobody knew what to say. And then they said the wrong things. I thought George was going to punch somebody if he could just get his fists through the screen. He said he would never, thank God he's not coming tonight. We need a referee. He said he would never sit at a table with Mark because he's a rabid feminist.
And what exactly is a rabid feminist? I wonder.
I don't care. Everybody has their own definition of feminism, and they give a damn about what it really is. So, what do we need? How many forks are in this drawer?
Trevor, stop that. That's unhygienic. If the knives need washing, go and put them in the kitchen. Yeah, you know, people really did get upset at that last Zoom dinner. Do you remember Lisa left when you started talking about indigenous rights?
I know. I thought we should listen, just listen a little to the indigenous points of view. And she left the call without a word.
Well, you know, maybe the natives do have a point, dear, but giving $1 billion settlement to a tribe numbering in the thousands seems a bit excessive. Mind you, I would not venture that opinion in public, but, you know, we used to be able to have these conversations openly and sensibly without rancor. Dinner parties used to be fun then.
Those days are long gone, sweetheart. Sweetheart.
Oh dear. Let me check my list,
Yes.
honey. Well.
It's verbal blood baths.
Mm.
Maybe it's that book stuff going around. Maybe we're all woke up. So sensitive. We can't stop letting everybody know how upset we are and that other people need to see the light.
You can't possibly side with those who have their heads in the sand.
I side with those who want a little more civility. I'm as woke as I'm ever going to be, especially since now that nobody wants to listen to anybody else. And why is Lisa coming to this party? She's just a pain in the neck.
Because she's married to George, your boyhood friend?
Oh, right. I can never figure that out.
Look, dear, it'll be fine. Look, we'll just make sure that we'll steer the conversation to be straight and narrow.
Topics to avoid and topics to embrace.
Oh, yes, I got my handy-dandy list right here. And number one on the list is to bloody well avoid politics. And that includes you, Trevor.
I've never expressed a political view in any way but a rational, considerate manner.
For God's sake, you once threw salad at Mark, and that was your response to his comment about the conservative government being made up of idiots.
He asked for more salad, and I gave it to him. didn't specify how it would be delivered.
Right. Oh. You know what, Trevor? This goes for politics at any level, in any country, in any historical period, and that includes the upcoming parent-teacher committee elections. Don't stray onto it, or you'll end up with salad on your lap. Oh, and don't let the women mention Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, or we'll hear again how George has been fighting that work harassment case forever. You think they'd be too embarrassed to bring that up?
You know, you have something there. There's something there to consider. I saw him actually drooling over a young girl at the fitness center last week.
How disgusting.
On the other hand, I had to come on the behalf of Phil when that woman in HR accused him of inappropriate behavior. He was completely innocent. I saw no incident. So it's a minefield, and we don't want it to explode at our table.
It makes me wonder. I bet that woman's idea of inappropriate behavior and yours and Phil's idea of inappropriate behavior might be two entirely different things. I'm sure those cretins who used to yell out their personal opinions on the appearance of a woman passing by thought they were acting in a totally appropriate manner.
Are you calling me a cretin?
Trevor! Should we put out fewer before dinner snacks? We don't want to ruin any appetites.
Sure, whatever you want. But to make sure there's not too much salt or too much sugar or too much gluten. We do have a plate of raw veggies, don't we? That should take attention away from your cheese-stuffed mushrooms.
Yes, of course I do. God forbid I have Amanda and the health police on my back. You know, I really don't mind it when people have clear preferences, but what I hate is when they make me feel guilty for wanting to indulge in snacks. Oh, and speaking of snacks, would you be a dear and go grab the stuffed mushrooms from the refrigerator and place them on the buffet?
Yes.
Thank you, dear. Oh, and if Lisa asks you what your take is on gun control, stand your ground. Tell her you don't support the stand your ground approach that lets a person plug another person without trying to escape or de-escalate the situation.
So you want me to take Lisa? I think I'll slump behind the flower and pretend I didn't hear her.
Do you think the flowers look better on the table or over here?
Either way, it's fine. You think Chrissy is going to talk about her kids' gender, daughter change thing? I know we're supposed to be open-minded about this. When I saw that surgery, it was definitely too much information. We're not holding a medical convention, for Christ's sakes.
Calm down. We have no problem with anybody's gender. But my problem is what pronouns to use with Mark and Chrissy's daughter. Is she a we, a they, a z, or a what?
Beats me. And I'm not changing the English usage for anybody. It's beyond nuts. And I can't even start to comprehend the 100 different genders theory. There's so much confusion. But who's who and what's what? And with all the pressure from the advocacy groups, who knows what to think?
Trevor, do not express those views to anybody but me.
Oh my God, I have you to hear the no real me. But the fact that I can't speak my opinions openly is part of the problem, isn't it?
Well, gender is one thing that we should avoid, and sexual orientation and preference is another. Trevor, do you think that grade 3 is too young for kids to join the Rainbow Club?
Who's in the Rainbow Club?
You know, Phil and Amanda's little guy, the one that's slightly different, or whatever you call it. From what I understand, Phil really pushed for it, and that upsets me.
Phil could be a pain. workers' rights ad nauseum. Anytime there's a need for an activist, preferably a nice big public protest, he's right there. You don't think he's doing this, using his kid just to make a point?
Oh, I hope not. Well, maybe he's just trying to make his support clear. But on the other hand, Phil really is a
prick!
Trevor! The thing is timing. When is the right age or stage of life to consider gender change, abortion, marriage, medically assisted suicide?
All those topics off the table. Spill some wine. Drop a plate. Do anything short of murder before we get all caught up into the rancorous dinner where we're trying to eat it.
Trevor, you don't have to shout. All of those topics are gone. Okay. Oh, I know. What about sports? That should be safe.
Absolutely not. Have you seen that male swimmer competing in female events? There's not a single female swimmer who can beat him. He's gargantuan. And Lisa's older son is a competitive swimmer.
Okay, let's avoid swimming. Oh, I know, running. Running should be fine. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. There's that female runner from somewhere who has a vagina and testes, who is competing as a female. At least she was willing to show the judges her vagina. Trevor, pour me a glass of wine. Make it a big one.
Miranda, don't let anybody talk about vaginas at the table. Mark will start out as to how the world is soon to be run by vaginas. Best thing to happen, in his view. Not that it's a bad thing, but I'm not sure it's a good thing.
Okay, no vaginas. Noted. Oh, I got education on the list. What do you think?
No way. I'm leaving. If they're going to talk about their little darlings are doing, and Chrissy, for sure, we'll talk about this kid in that bloody elite running program. And George, we'll talk about his daughter at the Arts Academy, a budding Taylor Swift, or Maria Callas, I forget which.
It makes me so mad to think about our Maddie. You know, he really enjoys running, even though he's not that great at it, and he could benefit from some good coaching or a special program. But did he get accepted into anything? No. So why should we pay for someone else's kid just because they might be an Olympic hopeful or a future Broadway star? Get the vase, honey. You need to put it on the table.
Yeah, but
No, Trevor, look what you've done! Oh, you made such a mess. Go and get a cloth from the kitchen to help clean this up. Oh, can't follow simple instructions. Trevor, I'm gonna do with you. Thanks, honey.
I know you're gonna have a salad. I think you scrap that. Somebody's bound to complain. It was child labor, part of the harvesting, or immigrant, exploited workers. Is the lettuce greenhouse hydroponic or tainted with pesticides? And you know, when Lissy looks in the salad bowl, she'll segue to climate change, and we'll all up that shit's creek with that topic.
I don't know how I feel about getting rid of the salad now that it's already been made, even though I don't know the ingredients of any of the, I don't know the origins of any of the ingredients. You know what, Trevor? If anybody mentions climate change, just jump up and ask them if they want more wine.
Well, we know that George and Lisa are always on the front line to criticize Western culture. I saw there's a school in the UK that's going to ban the teaching of sonnets. Too white, too male, too colonial. Miranda, next step band. Shakespeare, Faulkner, Homer, George and Lisa will be crowing about that.
Now, Trevor, that may be true, but don't forget that you supported the ban of Lord of the Flies at the school because it showed bad behavior on the part of young boys from a private institution. And after all, our Maddie does go to a charter school, which is sort of like a private school, just run with public money. And maybe there does need to be some changes, and we are progressive, aren't we?
Well, we noticed, clear our culture. But what Amanda lets her kids see or read is just disgraceful. Any violent TV show or movie, her kids have seen it, and are telling our kids about it. And Lisa also has a no hold back on anything her kids can see or hear. So we're definitely outdone her on that.
Trevor, you know you let our kids watch all of those Marvel movies, and that has more dynamite blowing up people and buildings and all of the construction sites in the city combined. And we can't keep kids on Disney films until they're teens and expect them to have any sort of cultural filters. On the other hand, there does seem to be so much objectionable language and sexual conduct and violence in the media wherever you look today. Oh my God, do I sound like my mother?
Just slightly. What kind of party is this? What can we talk about? Aren't we done here? Let's go and tidy the kitchen. I can't take this. Stay quiet. Don't move. Don't answer the phone. It must be the Morrisons. They always want to get early. They get started on booze and food before everyone arrives. Maybe they think that they got the wrong day and leave in a few days, in a few minutes.
Keep knocking, George. I'll give them a call. They have to be in there. I thought I heard someone say don't move. No one's picking up. I guess it's the wrong day?
Well, if it is, we better text them right now. I sent them all a message saying that we could carpool there, but no one replied. I'm not quite sure why, but I better text them right away or they'll be coming over to an empty house.
They're getting in their car. They're gone. Miranda, this is the start of a beautiful dinner party.
Dinner party by Barbara Brown and Verona Bennett from Ontario, Canada. They're a writing duo up there, directed by myself. And as Trevor, we have Jeff Duncan. As his long-suffering wife, Miranda. The woman at the door, Echo Jablonski. And the man at the door, myself. The dinner party.
you focus on a group called America. In appearance, they are much like us.
Thank you, number one. Yes, America is the present dominant group for the time being.
I have a few questions. You say they are in the fourth dimension. We are in the fifth, so are much advanced. Teleportation without side effects, advanced artificial intelligence, and our superior brain without emotional interference should give us an advantage.
Yes, but minimal emotion is not completely an advantage. I will elaborate later.
Yes, I note that their emotions create chaos. I see there are 8 billion of them. Perfect for our purposes.
Note, I say that is also a constraint.
Yes, but you earlier teleported some of them from my inspection. I noticed they are far and away the most delectable. My mouth waters at the thought. If I were not so rational, I would say invade now!
I too, the most positive of possible success of our invasion.
On the face of it, easy to realize our goals.
Ah, yes, with our dispassionate, intelligent look at it. But their 4 emotions have a few warning lights.
Yes, there are emotions often create a lot of problems. I mean, things that we have overcome in our makeup.
As it turns out, with our extremely rational and advanced brain, it is a mystery to me how they even continue to exist. Facts and reality are traded for aptitude.
It seems anger often propels them.
Also, many other negative emotions, greed, jealousy, revenge, envy, and pride, for example.
We are not inhibited by these. We base our actions purely on facts and reality. Our minimal morals and ethics enable us to go ahead and be the best that we can be, even if it somehow unfairly impedes others. Survival of the fittest.
This I have to agree with, as you are number 1 and I am number 2. Look out, I am coming.
Come on! I chose you to be my assistant for your qualities, to gain from them while looking over my children.
I gain while working for you. It is to my advantage for the foreseeable future.
Win-win for now. Now, for some negatives, you list time.
Oh, yes. Our window for invasion is narrow. Their climate is on track to increase, to cause more and more destruction, death and destruction. They are behind the curve here. This is typical of them.
But I know that uses up resources that they could use to repel our invasion.
But it would add to our invasion destruction, thus the extra elimination of our potential food supply.
So, we have to attack fast to minimize our loss.
Oh, yes, we must utilize all our weapons, including our advanced mind-altering technique. They are particularly susceptible to these. Set them up for more chaos.
I know much chaos now in your report.
There are 8 billion of them, not in a common group like us. Great variety, history of war and conflict.
That is a plus.
As it turns out, even so, at times they have gotten together, it seems to us not to be in their best individual interest.
Yes, I note you list WWII, where even with much previous division, they have come together and volunteered, even to their death.
Now, there is a collective effort in Ukraine to support the idea of democracy, a unique premise of governing they initiated over 200 years ago that is a work in progress, promoting the value of diversity.
something we do not value.
Yes, but it somehow gives them strength. Also, there is another power factor present here that I asked to be given leave to return to Earth to investigate.
Of course. Oh, be timely. Oh, and return with treat. I see in your report, you mentioned something, their relationship to what they call, a higher power.
Ah, yes, they pray to it for help, guidance, protection, and to show homage.
That is very foreign to me.
Very strange, but intriguing. It sounds similar to the primitive beliefs we found on Globe N.
I continue to be intrigued.
Ah, for more information, I have mind bent and teleported one of them for your inspection.
Oh, my treat. Bring it in.
Forbear the treat part for now. First, listen. May I introduce Mary Jones? Mary, this is our leader, number 1.
An honor.
Welcome, Mary. I am interested in what you call your religion.
I am weak and a poor example. I come to believe that my God makes the whole universe, all of it. My God loves what he makes. When I struggle with doubt, I pray to hold on to belief that I am his beloved. But when I die, I be with him. I command him to love my God, even my enemy. God give me a grace to do this. Love, caring, and compassion. That's what God wants. God has a plan for those who are different from me, but he really protects me. It is not my way, but God's way. But I have feelings of great joy.
If someone should unfairly attack some other humans, would you help defend them?
Of course. I hope so. It would be my obligation to God.
Thank you, Mary, for your personal testimony. Number 2, will you teleport her back with no memory of this?
Right away.
As this is contrary to our rationale, I am interested in pursuing this further.
I too have such thoughts. I suggest bringing most of the others with their different religious testimonies, even those without this relationship to the higher power.
I agree. They have many flaws and fight amongst themselves, which is contrary to their relationship to a higher power.
Put together the whole picture, have our artificial intelligence analyze, and also apply our superior brain.
Proceed. After reviewing your reports and recommendations, and after much reflection, I have come to a new decree. Henceforth, we will worship this higher power. Number 2 and I will co-chair a committee to fashion a way to relate to this higher power, eliminating all the negative thoughts and emotions that are contrary to this higher power. Then we will spread the word to our vast reach in the universe. Love, love, love one and all.
I am too converted. It'll be hard to give up the treats.
Oh, yes.
The treat.
That'll be the hardest part of all. Oh, well, yeah, I was getting too fat anyway.
Yeah.
I love you, number 2. Onward!
Amen. I love you too. The joy is overwhelming!
Good job.
That was very tasty. By Art Simpson from San Diego. Directed by myself as alien number 1, Max Leverin. As alien number 2, Sharice Zeff. And there's that delectable earthling morsel, Mary. Rachel Wilcox. Very tasty.
Close by, isn't it? This doesn't serve you, so you have to but you're in it for corrections next week. Oh, well. Audience, yeah.
Can you believe this being called geezers? I shouldn't have sold the shop so soon. Some of my best years still ahead.
You were 83, Abe.
My best years still ahead. I had plans to expand.
You weren't even breaking even.
What would you know anyway? By the way, I was up by 9. Where were you, Murray?
Oh, slept in. Had a bad night.
Again?
I worry. Get up, pee, back to bed, toss again.
You're lucky you can still pee. What do you want today? Feed the birds or squirrels?
I brought nothing except coffee. Forgot to feed.
They go by so fast.
Oh, them squirrels, yeah.
The years. It was more fun when Ziggy and Sam was still with us, meeting regular for coffee at McDonald's.
You want a sip of Java, Abe?
No, I think I'm coming down with something.
Cold.
No, cancer, Alzheimer's, something very big. I've been coughing too much.
Senility, I can believe. But you see a doctor.
No, I'm afraid what he might tell me.
Those pill commercials, wacko, no? I asked my doctor if some of those drugs might be right for me. He asked me if I thought I had a yeast infection.
We get old and sick and poof, we're gone.
What do you want I should write in your obituary?
Don't rush me already. I got plenty friends still doing well, old and sick.
Got any healthy friends, eh?
Most of the healthy ones died. Murray, do you believe in God?
Sometimes when I see a sunset, or when I'm still in quiet.
Not often then.
Other times when I need help, I pray. But the silent treatment I get,
What, you should be struck with a thunderbolt? Remember in the Torah where God gave Abraham and Sarah a child when she was like 102?
oh, a tough delivery, I heard. Oh. Really surprised those people in the nursing home.
They didn't live in no nursing home.
Where did the old people stay?
With their children and grandchildren. They traveled for 40 years together through the desert. No maps, no roads even. No AAA, just weaving through sand.
Why 40 years? Weren't there any nice properties their broker could show them?
Look, broker, come on, Murray. They wandered, couldn't figure it out for years. Spiritual travel is not straight lines.
Yeah, I also wander everywhere now. Lost.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Hey, I've seen you stumbling home many times, dead drunk.
Years ago, Murray. You know, them people were honored by their children, too. My kids, I hear from whenever they need money. The grandkids need this and that. I need this, that. I don't even get a call no more.
I wonder if those desert people ever had time for fun. You know, like bocce ball, a little hanky-panky nap after. Tough in those tents with the kids around.
Not much, my guess. Just slogged on, put up the tents, took them down. When they felt the end was near, they went off by themselves, leaned against a tree, and died. Of course, that might have been the Aborigines. Some days I'm a bit confused, too.
Oh, those people across town.
No, the Aborigines, with the loincloths, even before we crossed the desert.
I didn't cross no desert.
Ay, forget it.
Forget what?
You're just a sad and lonely man, Murray. No friends. You need a woman in your life.
I don't need someone anymore telling me when to change my shirt.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. You look pathetic. Have you changed your shirt or shaved this week?
I'm retired.
Oh, so it's okay to look and smell like a bum? Don't lay your hat down, Murray, or someone may drop some coins in. How did you ever deserve a beautiful wife? You was the one
Hey,
who was on.
don't you be a smart aleck about that.
I'm sorry.
Say it like you mean it, baby.
Okay. I'm sorry, Murray.
Okay. Married 46 mostly happy years. Then that last tough road, 3 months to her death. No, I can't start over again.
What do you have to lose?
I'm not over it.
It's been 4 years, Murray.
Maybe you should try hooking up.
Believe me, the women will do the hooking. I went out a few times with a lovely girl, Jean. Healthy young debutante, 43.
Eh?
In her own way. Pretended to thumb through the classifieds. Unemployed, but fun.
Homeless, huh?
No, she had a place. A dump, but a place.
So what happened?
I couldn't give her what she wanted. Children. She'd have been happy with adopted, stolen, anyway. I didn't help. I was still very virile then. And now. But who needs kids at our age? I was useless to her.
Your wife was a very lovely person.
Yeah, we had a good life till she ran off with that sleazy car salesman from Tampa. 35 years we had.
She couldn't bear living with a cranky old bastard. You drove her away.
No, he drove her away and steered her wrong.
Them's the brakes.
Boy, I felt like breaking his neck.
Hey, he had some nice cars. Remember that Lincoln Continental?
35 years, I wouldn't wish my worst enemy suffer like I did.
And that gold Eldorado.
35 years. It would have been 36 in October.
I saw you drifting apart those later years. You ignored her.
I suffered. What would you know anyway?
I observed.
We had a few good years, sure. A few rough spots, but she's gone, so what's the use now?
We got no chance for anything new.
How about those swinging seniors at the villages?
Well, that ain't us, eh?
Well, it could be.
All sorts of diseases being passed.
Ay, the parties we're missing.
My body has lost its oomph.
It's all in your posture, Murray. Don't slouch. How do you expect to attract a woman that way?
I'm not interested.
There are plenty of widows that would love to meet you, Murray.
Oh, yeah, my wife told her friends many stories about me, grossly exaggerated. They weren't interested. Also, I got problems.
Yeah, plenty.
I'm addicted.
Opioids, eh?
No. I can't bear giving up the onions and hot sauce. I belch and bad breath I got.
I noticed. You disguise it. I do. Mouthwash, mints.
Yeah, my dentist wants to pull teeth and make dentures. I can't afford that.
So get used to the oatmeal and tapioca. Here comes my single, not yet senior neighbor again. Sunbathing in her yard. Here's your chance, Murray. Good morning, Miss Emily. My friend here thinks you're very attractive and he would love to take you to
I'm
dinner
not
some.
interested. She's a complete stranger.
Well, if you got to know the woman, you wouldn't be strangers, would you?
Stop annoying her, Abe. What about you? Why would you want to talk to another old fart?
She's a compassionate nurse, but she's made it pretty clear I'm not her type. Her loss.
Maybe she'd like a new caregiver case. Sign up now, Abe.
Good one, Murray, touche. But speak for yourself. I've yet to reach the prime of my life. I've got possibility. Look, Murray. I was just trying to help.
You were ogling.
Well, that's no crime.
I don't need your help, Abe. And when was the last time you went out with anyone new?
I remember one woman very well. Nice figure, revealing dress, seductive southern voice. She said I was a hunk of a man, a charmer. She gave me her number and said she'd be waiting for me, big boy, to show her the town. That's what she called me, big boy.
In your dreams.
That's right. But it felt so real. I had anchovies that day before my nap. They do wonders for me. Now it's time to meet some real women.
After 46 years married, I already don't got any way to meet a new woman.
Oh, it's easy. Stand up. First, make a nice smile. A nice smile. Now repeat after me.
If it makes you feel happy.
Good day, miss. Fine morning, isn't it?
Good day, miss. Fine morning, isn't it?
That's a lovely, fill in the blank.
That's a lovely fill in the blank.
Go ahead, fill in the blank.
You asked me to repeat.
Hey, she's got a lovely dress, or flower, or mustache, whatever, just say it.
You were asking me to be pleasant. From the start, that's doomed.
Face it, you'll stay a lonely old man.
You're no George Clooney yourself.
We could be gigolos on a cruise ship. Wine and dine the ladies.
Yeah. Order the ship's free food and impress them.
Yeah.
I remember my last trip.
Where?
Doctor's office.
Hey,
Got no energy no more. Lost the breath. All out. No money for cruises. We're already passengers on a sinking ship.
You're a joy to be with. Oh, the golf, the bowling, the pickleball we used to play, the drinking we did, the parties. And now I got nothing much left but this aching back. But that will change soon. It better.
Hey, we could take some pills. Drift off. Die nobly. Not like this.
Okay. You go first.
I'm serious.
I want to see if the stuff works first.
Let's face it, we don't got the guts to do it. Maybe all we got left is each other.
What a thought.
That ain't the worst, is it? Say, maybe you should want us to hang out here tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. But 9 o'clock sharp this time. And bring the bird seed next time. Nuts for the squirrels. I'll find a deck of cards and beat your ass at Pinochle.
You wish. But hey, thanks. It's good. Yes. Don't leave me for a woman.
Yeah, I'll do my best. You're a schmuck, Murray. But I love you too.
Pick it up yourself.
Such a deal. He can't, he's busy looking at the girl next door. You know? That's no crime. No, that's a fact. That was Geezers by Stanley Michael Kozubek from Sarasota, Florida, directed by Holly Ritter. As Murray, Art Simpson. And as Dave, Dale Rosen. Well, folks, we've come to intermission. Give us a few minutes to get the next play set up, and then I'll open the curtains and the drawbridge. The restroom will be in the rear. Candy will be available for sale, and we'll keep going.
Yeah, well, that's the one, you get him to the point.